Hi, and welcome to another week of the 2B Honey Hive Hotel and the 2B Honey blog. This week we're going to look at the different types of bees that are in the different hives. I use a northern bee, which is like a hybrid, because it's hard to find exact bees. Also, what we're doing this year is using Russian honeybees, and I'm going to show you the Russian bees. Russian honeybees start out really small in the winter, and then in the spring they grow. The queen helps them grow depending on the nectar that's out there, depending on the food that's out there. That's how big it gets, and when there's not that much, it gets small again. This is what I'm hoping with the Hive Hotel, that the Russian bees will do well, and also with the regular Langstroth hives, I'm hoping it does well there. So I'm going to open it up. I'll show you the two different types of bees that are in here and the way that it all works. Okay, so hold on just a minute, we'll get started. And don't forget the 2B Honey Fact of the Week coming at the end of the episode. These are the northern hybrids that we've been working with now for a couple weeks. This was the initial hive that we started with. And you can see that they're developing really well. They have frames going all the way across. You can see they're doing fine. And I'll show you just a frame or two where when you look at the tops, you can see how well they're doing and how well the comb is progressing. I'm going to show you, if you can get right in there, can you see that? Look at that comb. See how they're naturally producing their comb coming down? That's what we want. That's what we're talking about with this. That's the beauty of the 2B Honey Hive Hotel. All right, now I'm going to check a couple frames, and then what we're going to do is come over here and look at these, which are the Russian honeybees, to show you how they start out and they move a lot faster to get things going. All right. Okay, now we're having a look at the Russian bees. You saw how well the northern hybrids were progressing. Now we're going to look to see how well the Russian bees are actually keeping up, or if they could catch up with them. You always take one frame out first. That way, after the first frame, you can slide the rest of the frames over. Okay? Now here, we can see already they're coming down with this. See that? Now the northern hybrids had a two-week head start, but also they're catching up really fast. So let's put this back in. Here we go. On a regular hive, you'll notice I use the hive tool a lot. On the 2B Honey Hive, I really haven't had to do that yet. Everything seems to be working a lot easier for me and a lot easier for the bees. Okay? Now here's another frame. Have caught right up as far as wax production and honey production. The reason why is that Russian bees definitely react to how much pollen and nectar is actually around us. Early spring, we're doing great, so the queen is knocking out babies, knocking out eggs, and the worker bees are gathering the nectar, gathering the honey, and building the hive. And now for the 2B Honey Fact of the Week. Did you know that when a hive gets too crowded and the bees are too full, because I told you the queen keeps laying eggs, what happens is they'll come in and then half the bees will split. It's called a swarm. They'll take the eggs that she's laying and they'll turn one of them or a couple of them into new queen cells. So you'll get a new queen growing. And then the old queen takes half the hive and she leaves to find a new home somewhere. They call it a swarm, but really it's a compact ball and it's very organized. They find a new place to live, they stay there, and the other bees, half of them here, and then they organize and build up, and you have two strong hives instead of one overburdened hive that's all clustered together. And that's the 2-bee honey fact of the week. So remember, when a beehive gets too full, just like a regular family, half the kids have to move out and find their own apartment.